All right, guys, we're back. Just as you'd know, we're in the same sort of location because we're just going to hammer out another video just talking about finals and our teams heading off, Griff and I, before round 23 gets underway. I'm on bye in home league this week, coming first minor prem, and then we've got one more round of regular season in the community league because we're playing up to 27 for a bit of fun and a laugh and to keep you engaged up to the very end. So one more round of that, but I'm top table. I think I've secured first or second there from total points anyway, even if I lose this week. So should probably come second in that one and be on bye in 24. On bye in 24 in that one. So it's been a good year draft. Mate, I'm going to share my team. This is the community league team where really a bad draft, frankly. Like we went Haas into Harry Grant, into Dave Fafita, into I think Adam Fanua Blake into Blaze Talangi. So just a terrible, terrible draft because I was versing guys that are just absolute beasts who just play really well. So I tried to get creative and go like a full base team, just stack forwards. But we're top of the table, mate, because we took a dart throw on Jenkins late. We got Sewer late, and we had decent depth due to that forward stacking I mentioned, and a late season couple of trades. One backfired, traded Dewey for Dearden. Didn't know Dearden would get hurt again. And I traded Toby Couchman for Mulatalo and Aaron Clark in a bit of a win-win, which worked for him and I. Yeah. Just quickly, mate, I don't need to spend too long on it. What do you think of this team? And do you think I have a shot of doing anything with it, mate?
Yeah, no, 100%. I it's pretty well-rounded, to be honest. It's very, you obviously get unlucky with Harry Grant, but you got Owen Paddy, who's on a tear right now. So that's a good like-for-like replacement. Obviously, Cogger coming in for Talangi is not ideal, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't predict it. You know what I mean? It was just all of a sudden, Talangi's out, Cogger's in. So you've still got the Penrith connection there. So see how it goes. Centers are solid as, and you really need Tommy to come back, Tommy Dearden. But Sewer's obviously a great anchor to have there. I still love the back row upside with Fafita, Katonga, and Aaron Clark. And then obviously your front row is amazing. Obviously Fanua Blake really hasn't hit the heights, but he's good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you've still got Willison on the bench. Like he can obviously come in and out whenever you need him. Gutho if you have to. You know what I mean? Like obviously he hit a great score last week, but it has been slim pickings for him most of the season. But you take it when you can. But yeah, mate, it looks good to me. Like I think it's definitely got the shot to do it.
The thing is, so I stashed Paddy, just got ahead of the boys in the comp on the stash of Paddy, just liked what I saw, and I was panicking about the finals buys. Then Grant went down, and it turned out that Paddy's still getting decent minutes, which is nice. Gutho was because I was fearing I was really close to missing the 24 buy, which meant Sewer and Grant would be off for me in 24, and I'd be cooked. Problem now is I've got to win that. Oh no, I'm on buy on 24, come back, win 25, or lose it, and then that's without Dearden and Talangi. Talangi's a bit crap anyway. Don't mind the team. The Dearden injury, mate, that's just one of those brutal ones. Like
it is.
Just cooks you, mate. And so I really wanted to run get Dearden on the VC program, but if Jenkins stays healthy, that VC with him and Sewer is always nice. And I've got Payne if things are looking good, I can pivot to a bit of a secure captain if I have to.
No, 100%. 100%.
So I think I've done well to manage the finals buys in this with the guys I've got. Because someone said to me at the start of the season, you're going to have your best two players will be bloody Storm blokes, and then you'll have two Cowboys. I'd say, well, I'm cooked in finals, but if I can earn the buy and just roll in with Sewer in 25, we could be on for 25, 26, 27.
Knights, Knights are 27, aren't they? So that I mean, you don't have to worry about it if you get the grand final. So
I'd say I'm probably the fourth best team though. Like I've just had a good year with buys and stuff, but I'd say there's a guy who's got Hines and Ponga. Kind of hit the jackpot on the Ponga piece. But he's got to get there, which I think he will. So I think he's probably the best team. And the dude who's probably going to come first has sort of had Terrell May anchoring and lots of he held his wave all year, then got TMM. So he just really fixed some spots, and he had a lot of value and a lot of different like guys. He's been the most active. So it's really interesting. Team's good, but he's also been the most active like every week. Just 3 or 4 free agency transactions, just rolling through dudes, taking punts, and it's paid off for him. He's the guy I traded Dewey to for Dearden. And that backfired. So I've kind of made him way stronger and copped a. But if Dearden comes back in 26, man, and if I make it, then I've got a nice little team for that period. So yeah, this is it. Definitely not the best team, but it's been fun and it's been great to put up a fight in the community league. Last year I had Tommy and just like it was just not fun. Well, I wasn't able to really make much work. Okay, home league. Much better team. Been doing a lot of trading, as you know. Sold a lot of quality for buy lows, and it really hasn't really paid off, bro. The best move I made was probably getting IPAP with Twal in that deal and Eero in that deal. I spent a lot, and it kind of got me some wins, just weekly wins, which was nice, which all paid off because I only ended up getting minor prem by 1 win. So it was like real tough. And then the Tino package for Terrell didn't look great for a while, but he just kept turning up and got me a couple of wins, which was good. But Reece Walsh, man, I just gave up way too much for Walsh, which was Kinney, Ryan Couchman, and luckily RTS, who got hurt that week. So like that didn't burn me. But Couchman, if I had Ryan Couchman and Keanu Kinney right now, game over. But
Kinney, yes, but I wouldn't be too worried about Couchman with the pack that you got there. I mean,
yeah, it's fair.
It's still an amazing pack there, you know. So yeah, I mean, you got Terrell May on the bench for God's sake. So I mean, I know he's got the bye this week, but it's still. Yeah.
And then Crossland's been a weakness I can't fix. I just can't. I had Paddy, which fixed it, and then I needed to win, so I traded Paddy for Matt Duffy, which has kind of worked out because, mate, they've got a couple of weak fixtures, 100%. The Bunnies, and if Walsh really just keeps plodding along, Duffy's been a really good player. I think he's averaging like 75 when you take out injury games, so he's 66 there. Oh, bench games, sorry. He's 66 there, but if you take out his like weird off the bench games, he's really averaging a lot, Duffy. He's been elite, mate. He's running for 200 yards a game. It's classic NFL. 200 meters. He's just crazy work rate, mate. So and I've got Mark was a huge bad buy low. He'd gone 4 weeks without a try, and then he finally did.
He was always going to bounce back though.
Yeah, so
he's always going to bounce back.
Way I'm kind of building is Rinakama is in 24 I play the owner of Matt Burton and Lockie Galvin. So I got Rinakama to kind of hedge the Burton edge, because he's going to run down that left the Bulldogs. So I might play him to hedge against Burton that week if Eero is still unavailable.
Mate,
or McLean.
That's what I'm saying. It was a great pickup because Eero's out anyway. So
exactly, yeah. Iongi I've had all year just as a backup. Just because he'll just do the thing, right? He'll just give you 50 or 90. That's Iongi. He either scores 50 or 90.
It just looks so weird, him averaging more than Reece Walsh there.
Isn't it bizarre, mate?
There's no way there's no way anybody is thinking that in their brain.
No, that's
you
just
know what I mean. And that's crazy.
And, like Reece has had 2 games over 100, and that Iongi I don't think has. He just does 90s.
What can we put Reece? What can we put Reece down to this year? Like honestly, like how many games has he missed from injury? I don't think it's been that many.
No, it's not.
What I mean? So
it's not been heaps. No, I did a post called.
It's not been heaps.
I did a post called "What's Unlocked Reece Walsh," and it was a lot about like different players. His scores with them, but what I haven't done is looked at his archetype. So I'll do that and get back to you. But for me, it's the running. Yeah. It's like not enough line breaks, not enough imposing himself, too much ball playing to guys that haven't converted. So if his team had been better and there's better distribution and better momentum and field position, I assume the ball playing would have netted him out at a 75 average, right? Where more try assists, more line break assists. But what's happening is they're playing off the back foot so much, being such a bad team this year with, the loss of Paddy and, Haas went away with the knee and then guys went to Origin, blah, blah, blah. They've been so bad.
Yeah.
No, Corey Pakes offers nothing out of dummy half. So there's no convergence around the middle of the ruck like what the Sharks get to experience. Nico's got time for days. Trindle has time because there's so much pressure around the ruck. And so if the team was dominating and Reece chose to run less, I assume his passing would have earned him more scoring. But because he's not running enough and then the passing isn't leading to any line breaks or not enough line breaks and line break assists and stuff for his team, I just think that it just goes out the arse. And there's just not that. There's never been that base.
Yeah.
He's just not scoring
No,
tries
I
or
get
setting them
that,
up.
but yeah, but I mean, like you just look at like at the end of last season. Obviously, he went on the run, right? But he's always been pretty elite, like top 5 sort of fullback in Supercoach anyway. But obviously, the run he went on last year. But it's not only that; it's the fact that like he was playing for Australia at the end of the year and literally looked untouchable. So
true, that's so
there's
true.
no reason why anybody there's no reason why anybody could have believed the year that he's had this year. Like, regardless of injuries, regardless of the ins and outs of the Broncos, the type of player that he is, you would have thought that he would have stepped up and made the plays that they needed to make just to get them over the line. Even if it was scrappy this year, or even if they were just losing close and all that. I mean, they've been getting towed up as well. So I don't know. It's strange to me because you wouldn't see an elite fullback that literally just played for Australia at the end of the season before have the type of year that he's had, and especially at his age. Like, imagine if it was Teddy, you know what I mean? Or Teddy would be carrying the Broncos right now. Yeah, he'd be their best player, even in a bad year for the Broncos. You know what I mean? So for Reece Walsh to have the season that he's had, it's just I just find it so strange. You know what I mean? Because he's just got that much talent, and you just would have thought that he would have just at least controlled a game or two. Yeah, it just feels like he hasn't. He probably has over the season, but it just feels like he's done absolutely nothing.
No, to be fair, that's pretty true. While you've been chatting, I've just pulled up this, which is pretty crazy to do it live, but this is what I'm all about.
Yeah. Hey, that's it.
Can you see this?
Yeah, I can.
So if we look at Reece Walsh running 26.4, creation 4.5. So Ponga is just the creation beast. It's line break assist, bro.
Yeah.
His running's elite too. He makes line breaks. Dufty's just all yardage, just crazy good yardage. Just for reference. Sewer, a lot of base, but he's been decent. But he's made so many line breaks, Sewer, that he just racks it up. So even if his meters aren't amazing, because this running metric I've got where it says high running, it's not just meters, it's also line breaks. So you can see Sewer. Look at Sewer, just like the amount of his value comes from tries. Drinky, not so much. Drinky even less running than Walshy, which reflects in Drinky's score, right? Not been that good, but he's been a better creator. Ponga, elite creation, fair few tries. Dufty, no tries, as we know, because it's just all through effort. But if he scores, he goes 100 plus, and he's played less games. In the middle, we've got Tom Trbojevic, running and creation just everywhere, but hasn't been able to peak because he's had injury-infected stuff, Hammer, running, not much creation, more running, as he's just more in the middle. Hammer's a little bit of try assist because he makes line breaks and then passes off. Dylan Edwards, really carried by the tries he's had in those big ceiling games, but has not been amazing, but more running. And Teddy, as you know, less creation, all running. So it's sort of like Walsh has actually not been terrible. It just hasn't been sustained, and there's been some flaw games, and it's just like a little bit of everything without dominating in any one area. Chance
Have you got last year's?
Yes, again, less running, just all creation. So my guess was pretty close. But look at the tries, bro.
Well.
Way more tries.
Yeah.
And that's his game style. Is like, I put you through the line, or I put you over the try, or I score. But,
so that I mean, to be fair, that's a good selection there between him and Drinky. Like, they are sort of that similar type player, aren't they? There's not much running, but there's definitely high creation, and then there can be high try scoring as well. So
well, she's a little bit bolstered by that. Just he started running more, dude. Tries are okay, but the passing's amazing. His team just converted, mate. Shibasaki was good. Shibasaki sucks this year. It's just things like that. Teddy's a beast. Holy shit. Dylan Edwards down there. Who's that? Hammer.
Yeah.
Right. Just all tries, as we know.
Yeah.
Gutho was good at the start of the year, weirdly. Isaiah Ayongi right in the middle. One to watch, Isaiah.
And look, don't get me wrong. Yeah, for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, they're obviously like, with Adam Reynolds, he should have retired. Let's be honest. If he retires last year, but I mean, Ben Hunt needs to retire too. So
they both suck.
yeah. They would have been better off this year just playing with Duffy all year and just giving him a crack. You know what I mean? But
mate.
That's the way the cards are dealt. So
lastly on this team, there's a few real good teams, right? So one in particular has Sam Walker, Teddy, Jenkins, and no other weaknesses like Carrigan, Munster. Can I win?
Okay.
Noting he has to go 4-0. I have
can.
the buys. I have the passes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You got to back yourself. If a guy's going to go 4-0, then good luck to him if he gets there. But mate, to be honest, the Hines for me is just going to get you over the line. To me, like barring cross your fingers, but barring any injury, I really wish I made a real big play for him this year, and I could have done it at one stage, but he's just gone to another level right now when it's too late, obviously. But he's the one I fear the most in my league as well.
Yeah, as you should. The Cleary owner made it, and he's got Ola Cleary, man. He's got he's lacking a fullback, but he's got just some Stefano. He's got enough quality, but not much. He was the last for ages, and he's fought his way into 5th. So I fear Cleary and Teddy made a lot.
True.
Do you believe in the voodoo like I do, where Hines' runs happened a bit early, and we're going to see him check out in these easy games in his finals, or do you think it's not actually?
He's just a flat track bully, bro. Like he loves it. He loves to just turn it on against these low hanging fruit teams. I think this is what his game's built on. Majority of Nico Hines in form is usually because he just bashes the lower level teams. And just the run that they've got for the rest of this season, it's just it's delicious. So I'd be super confident having Hines, man, and especially as a captain.
He goes Dragons this week, which is a waste because I'm on bye. Then he's got Raiders next week, and then he goes Titans and Eels. Are you if you owned him, are you just captaining him no matter what
Pretty much. I mean, week? Because you do VCs, I mean, there's no point in doing that. You know what I mean? Yep. But in saying that, because your bench is so stacked, it's hard to pivot to a VC option anyway. So probably because if I'm trying to carry a bench like you've got there, then I'm probably just going to be captain in. But just a Raiders game, I'd maybe just be a little bit, or maybe not, maybe just VC. But it depends on what time of the week they play as well. I mean, if they're on Sunday, then he's going to be.
It's Saturday, 3 p.m, quite early actually in the round.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. You might be able to VC him and maybe captain just Haas for floor, I guess, or
that's mainly
Casey McLean if they're playing late, or Mark.
Yeah.
Or if Reece Walsh has done something.
Exactly, yeah. And I've got Terrell there as a good captain.
Terrell as well.
He's not doing much. He's maybe a bit better than Payne at the moment from what we're seeing.
Definitely.
Yeah, look, I think earning the buy gives me so much flexibility to kind of just watch waivers and manage my injuries. And then if I lose in the first week of finals, I play the winner of the bottom bracket to give myself a second chance. And if I win that, I go back and play the guy I just lost to in 24. So I've set myself up to give myself a shot. I've just got to go 2-0 or 1-2. Like you lose, then you win 2 in a row to win it. So it's doable. But there's some bloody good high upside teams like the Cleary owner and the Teddy Walker owner. They're sorted. So just need these CT dubs to fire, mate. Eero, McLean and Mark have just been so unreliable. It's killed me.
Yeah.
So
it's just unfortunate, really.
Yeah, I have to trot them out there though. But mate, let's move on. This is you, my friend. JMK, Stefano, great Stefano. He's humming. Lindsay, Captain Oliver recently. Liam Martin, I assume, off waivers maybe. Katonga off waivers. Lockie Galvin's been a steal of the draft, but you'd be hating what Critter has been doing lately. Ezra, Burns, Bostock, Eero, Hopewade, Teddy for Fafita. Just so much juice, mate. But you'd be pretty scared of the Cleary Hines owners, I assume. However, you are.
Cleary owner is in the bottom bracket, so he has to win every game from here on. The Hines owner, he come first, so I played him last week and probably should have beat him, but obviously I copped Adam Reynolds as -1, which was just lovely. And obviously I didn't have Ola last week or Lehigh, and then obviously copped Heroes 14. It was a great day that Sunday, and especially with him captain and Hines as well. So he got back into the game, ended up beating me by 100. So I was pretty happy after Teddy. I captained Teddy on the Thursday night game, and unfortunately, didn't play the second half, but it is what it is. But obviously, look, I've got Turbo sitting there. I've got Blaze Talangi. They were just waiver pickups for me from the owners that dropped them. Obviously, just hoping for the best. It would have been lovely if I could have had one of those guys this week, just for another option, because obviously I haven't got Hero playing. McLean's gone, so I am going to have to use waivers with at least Adam Reynolds at the moment.
100%,
but I don't know what I'm going to get. Obviously, I put in for Hiroti as my number 1. I'm 12th on the waiver though, because obviously the Talangi pickup last week. So I haven't got much shot. I think I've got Hiroti first, and then I think I went Isaac Tungo. I don't really want him, but if I get him, it is what it is. And then I did put in someone else. Hang on a second. I'll just have a quick look. It's not very nice either, but it's Brimson. But
it's all right. No, it's all right.
I'm playing the Cows, so
no, it's good. Brimson's good. And play 5'8".
So
Talangi waiver, mate.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah. Look, I just assumed that this could have just been a 1 week thing. That was the only reason I did it. I had the bench space last week. Obviously, this week it's totally flipped, right? Because Hero's been hurt, McLean's been hurt. I mean, I'm probably lucky that even Teddy's actually been named, to be honest. Adam Reynolds is gone. Obviously, I didn't really care about Adam Reynolds anyway. Like, whatever. I was playing him as sort of a flex anyway. But it's just couple of bad injuries. Look, Turbo. I mean, if I have to drop him, I'll drop him as well. I mean, it's no big deal. I think I picked him up as a free agent, to be honest. So
I wouldn't have
room to move, but
I wouldn't have wavered for Blaze off that week with knowing where finals was at. But you might be a bit more loose with your waivers than me. And when does finals start for you? Next week?
Yeah, no, it's this week. It's this week.
And you've got to play
23. Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, well, because we're playing top 8, but I do obviously have a second bite at the cherry. So I came third, second versus third. But this was my lineup was looking a lot better matchup wise before these injuries. So
at least you got Ola for feeder back. Teddy named would have been a huge relief. Are you kind of half expecting to lose this week and then fight back when you're a bit more healthy, or what's your feeling?
Yeah, I'm hoping that, but to be fair, next week's matchups are not great. I could easily be bang out the door here. There's not much movement I can do, to be honest, either. It's just sort of snookered myself for this week. I was so confident for round 23, man. So confident. And then this team is 100% built for round 25 to make the grand final. If you look at the matchups for this team, obviously I missed Burns, but that's it. Everybody else has got real good matchups. So, and then in the grand final, my matchups are actually pretty bad again, but I just wanted to make it. You know what I mean? So
you just make it, mate. And some guys are matchup
chance.
And you just don't know because restings and shit like that. Like you just finals, it just goes chaos. So out of 10, how confident are you can kind of make something happen the next 2 weeks?
I'm probably still a 7, man. I still back it. You know what I mean? This team has been pretty good for most of the season. I've been real consistent with my scoring with this team. Obviously, there's a couple of changes towards the end here. I brought in Iro and Bostock. I got rid of Kiraz and Dom Young for those two. Just matchup wise as well. That was sort of that thinking. But even like Stefano, mate, I got him at the start of the season for Jesse Ramian. So,
huge, mate.
things like that. I picked up Marshall King off waivers. He got dropped before he came back.
Yeah,
so, so things like that. I didn't have a hooker before that, to be honest. I was running Jake Simpkin, I think.
That's right.
Ezra Mann has been a massive bust all year. But, I was hoping just for this little bit of last juice at the end, maybe with the Broncos, but obviously that's fizzled already.
Oh, he looked all right last week and he's running a lot.
Yeah, like I'll back him for the rest of the season still,
Yeah.
but it's just, you know, it is what it is. Like, in saying that, I was trying to get Blaze to Lungy all year. So, and
beautiful. I
same
didn't
with
know
Turbo.
that.
I
Yeah,
remember,
nice.
yeah, I remember I did tell you about the Turbo offer that would have probably cooked me. I think I
Yeah, that
offered
was
Udakamano, Karaz, and at the time it was Jai Gray, but obviously he's gone
that's
anyway.
crazy.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really want to be playing like another second row on me flex, but because obviously
it's not a bad one.
I
It's
did have the fight.
mate.
Yeah, but I was more hoping to have, you know, a full selection of my CTW,
Yeah,
so
true,
have Pace McLean,
Yeah.
and then just like not probably play Liam Martin and have David Fafita or whoever, you know, just match up wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'm still
bad
confident, man. Like I it is what it is. If I go bang bang out the door, it is what it is as well. So
yeah, no, that's fine, mate. I think,
but you know, I've got another crack, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, look, Teddy. Yeah, he's funny with me because he has actually, because we don't play VC, right? So you got to you know,
commit
put your
to
balls
it.
on the line with your captain. Yeah, so and he has really punished me a couple of times this season. Like punished me against the Cows that week, you know. And then I didn't trust him, and then all of a sudden he started coming good again. So
I know the feeling, mate.
But
I've had the don't trust Teddy thing. Like, you know, I remember he once played away Broncos when they were playing well, and I said to my mate, well, look, no, I'm not captaining Teddy. Tough matchup, and he fucking like went 120. And after that, I just went, man, you just put it on him, and he'll win you more than he loses you.
Yeah.
But this week, you're worried about the ankle. You're going to go Ola, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I think so, but we'll see how I'm traveling after the first couple of
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, good. Yeah, just if you need to chase, then
that's what I usually do.
It up. No, well done, mate. Mate, I think we'll end it there. I think, you're in a way tougher spot than me, but like you've got some names I really like going into the finals rounds, like Hopper, Hero, Burns.
Well, you've seen my top four as well.
Yeah, you've got some tough competition, but I feel like the talent in your opponents is a bit more spread out, whereas I've just got like two teams that are elite that I need to kind of factor in. The Cleary and the Walker Teddy guy. Having Jenkins is just off the charts, unfair. So, mate, I think you can do it. But anyway, thanks for the chat, mate, on both videos.
Too easy, man.
That was super fun. I enjoyed the Reece Walsh deep dive just then. That was sweet. Best of luck, mate, and we'll talk offline. But really appreciate you coming on board, mate. It's been such a good season with you. So thanks for all your effort and time coming on board.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, mate. I'll end this one now and it'll kick us off.
Yeah, too easy, mate.
See you, mate. Bye.